everybody, it's me from 11, and I'm here with Terry Crews. And we've got tonight's game as your way to show things off. It's the Hawks and the Cavaliers as they are back at Cleveland, Ohio at Rocket Arena. This was a sudden closest game. One game just changed it all for Atlanta Hawks. They made their great finish. But the Cavaliers seemed like that they already have won 3 games in a row. It wasn't close enough that they really showed it off the right timing. And we're about to find out if they win and move on to the next round. If not, Atlanta Hawks may have a chance to win and send back to Game 6 in Atlanta, Georgia for our next part of the game. We'll see what happens with that, but now let's get this thing started. The next commentaries I have it across is Son of Beast. He's also along with Paintbrush, and the third commentary of the crew is Willie. David Aldridge will be on the center court on the sideline to show what's happening here for tonight, the Hawks and the Cavs. We'll see you all later, everybody, for the post-game show. And later tonight will be the Warriors and Lakers, the last game in game number 5. Let's get started. Hawks, Cavs, next on 2K Sports. And we are ready to get this thing started here in Cleveland. It's Rocket Arena time in Cleveland, Ohio. It's another matchup night here on the NBA playoffs on 2K Sports. I'm Son of Beast, and I'm here with my broadcast partner with Paintbrush and Willie from St. Louis. Here are the starting groups as this Game 5 approaching. Young is with Daniels, Resacher is with Johnson, and Okongwu is in center. Donovan Mitchell is with Darius Garland. Max Strus is with Evan Mobley, and Jared Allen's in center. Starting head coaches is in the range between Quinn Snyder and Kenny Atkinson. The ball's tipped, and here we are. Game 5 at Rocket Arena starts now. Mitchell will have it ball in. We'll find again to Darius Garland. Garland switches over to Mobley. Mobley will change it over to Garland on Trae Young. Jump stepper for 2. That rolls in and out. Trying to get a rebound for Jalen Allen, but he didn't get that in through. Here's Resacher. Finds again to Trae Young. That block shot by Evan Mobley. Last touch on the Hawks. This will keep the Cavs ball with 7:32. Starting at this one, it can be a little challenging for the team for Atlanta Hawks. They're definitely not always quite sure enough how they're going to start it, but this is the first thing that they have to do first is to wake things up. They have to start playing optimally to get the right timing. And he went out of bounds. That goes to the backcourt violation as he couldn't get his footstep right. That one changes over to make the turnover for Atlanta with the possession. Bad start. Didn't really think that wasn't going to be anything trouble afterwards. But Trae Young needs to get that one. Not time to get through. First pointer can't make it in for the 3-pointer on Trae Young. Talking for David Aldridge, I mean, he's been noticing what his life quote is making an expansion with the Moonshiner and with the other one at JP on the Warrior. There was no change to that. What he said was, from Kenny Atkinson, he had a better season than JB Bickerstaff. What sometimes you don't realize is, it gets things tricky. Well, I may not know how it happened, but really what I know is that sometimes it gets things in a way. Not everybody stands a chance afterwards. It gets frustrating, most of it. Now Strus will have the ball. He'll find again to Donovan Mitchell and have a Mobley right outside. Mobley goes right to Strus. Strus passes to Mobley, looks over to Donovan Mitchell. From the corner baseline, he'll get a bucket in. It'll be a first 2-pointer for the Cavaliers as Mitchell's got 2. Look how well the confidence is for Donovan Mitchell. He really has that great step in. His footsteps got him pretty good on the track. Spider's gonna get a first pointer in. Resacher with the 2-pointer in. Tie game for 2. Not sure what's going on. It looks like the Hawks really need to get this thing settled in and try to push it out. Garland on the outside. Good to the 3. Got the first 3-pointer for Garland. He's got the first 3 of the night. Trae Young with the ball on Darius Garland. Screen on Resacher. Rejected for the 3. That's off the rim and rebounded by Strus. Strus with his first rebound of the night. He'll send it over to Allen. Allen pass to Mitchell. Mitchell, backstepper, now finds Strus. over now to Garland for the three. 2 in a row, no good. Okongwu pass again to Risaker. Risaker step out of bounds. They'll change it over to Cleveland ball. Number turnover for Atlanta. That will keep the Cavs ball the other side of the court. Got a little switchback problems afterwards with Risaker. He's really not seeing things how he gets uncomfortable right out of the way. Then Garland past to Strus. And Mobley for 2. That's off the rim, rebounded by Young. Off to Risaker. Risaker makes his way. The fade shot to Johnson. On Evan Mobley. Passes to Risaker. Risaker to Young. 5 to shoot. For the 3. Missed again for Trae Young. Looks to Strus. Strus for the finish. The drive is good for Strus. He's got his first bucket in. Really good say now for Max Strus. After playing with the Heat, he realizing that this might be his next future step up to play with the Cavaliers. That makes a great drive easier. Timeout given by Atlanta Hawks with only 4:29 remaining in the first quarter. Really seen that play afterwards, but as they notice now, it doesn't stand a chance for J.B. Warrior. I wasn't sure that he was really seeing things with the only Cavalier that he could definitely make it off, but there's only like 2 of each. The Warrior is definitely making it look easy to change it oftenly. Yeah, I was really seeing that what 2 mascots are really like anybody. And what they say, Sir CC is the main man, the second one, and the Moonshiner definitely didn't see how he was going to change it often. This is the Warrior guy that he's been able to show it off. And this is what Cavs rule. He's the biggest Warrior that he's ever been showing it off. And with that, Cavaliers have been only the biggest on the take on my kind. They might be one, dominating the effort, realizing that this is the only pressure that can get to the main goals of their night. You're sure enough that they really have to play it oftenly at the same time. Hoping that Sir CC will step in here for the next regular season. Same thing with Moonshiners also. New group skier coming on the court. Goes right on the new change-off for the offense zone will be the Hawks. Okongwu's right to a corner and back to Young. There's Garland on it. For the 3. That misses again. Mitchell with the rebound with only 4:18 remaining. 3-pointers just not turning easy. They missed one, and then the other one was another miss here for Darius Garland. There's a bunch of point guards that are trying to make the 3. That wasn't a great start for those 2. After the foul given for the Hawks, it'll be Mobley's with his free throw heading to the line for shooting 1. You see, I can see now with Okongwu, that's the first foul that we're giving here for Atlanta Hawks. 4:14, that's not the big picture, but they're changing often entirely. There's no change to that. Backfield and pressure has already been losing their reboundings right across. Mobley knocks down a free throw. Now Trae Young will have the ball. On Darius Garland, looks to Johnson. Johnson, into middle, slam the dunk in middle. That one goes to Trae Young with the assist. Oh, that's a big slammer. I haven't really seen that, but this is the Cav that miscommunicates the defensive effort. Not sure what's going on. Not a good start. Strus, pass to Mitchell. Mitchell, around Johnson with a drive. He got it through. Crisscross in the paint, and scoops and scores. Oh, Donovan Mitchell, he's really like showing off his crowd feelings. Now Johnson. 3 for Risaker. He's got it in. That'll be a 3-pointer to give it off. Darius Garland with the ball, has it again to Jared Allen. Allen will swing it over to Garland. He'll dish off to Mitchell. Mitchell for the finish. Scoop and score, doesn't go in for Donovan Mitchell. Now Daniels will have it. Dyson Daniels setting a screen for Okongwu. In middle, Shoot over Mitchell. That's rebounded by Mitchell. Another miss by Atlanta. Garland. For the finish, the fouls given there for the Hawks. That'll be Trae Young, his first personal. Second team foul for Atlanta. With under 2:50 remaining, you'll get to the free throw line shooting 2. Not a standout afterwards for Darius Garland. That is the finish drive that he was looking for, but he was off the mark. Not really sure how that is going to save the game. Nobody is looking over it. That's definitely what happens, that he doesn't really get it off to a sudden start. This lurch, he's definitely making a clear killer the right time moment. Garland knocks the first free throw down. Now some new changes for the Hawks and for the Cavaliers. 5 players are checked out, 5 players are checked in. Then reach over, and this will give to Capella, Niang, Man, LeVert, and as for Kupari. For the Cavs, 3 players checked out. Hunter, Coral, and Jerome are checked in. And they will miss the second. They will be 1 out of 2 free throws for Darius Garland. But it's okay, no, I mean, that just didn't really work for him. He really has to change it up, that's what happens. Here's LeVert. Niang. Pass to Capella shot. That will tip it in for the 2. And that will be the 13-9 game. Wasn't sure how Matt Capella was going to finish it out here. That's a big moment. Allen against Capella. Passes over to Hunter. Hunter. Racing in. Drive step. Good for Hunter. DeAndre Hunter with his first 2-pointer. Nearing the 2-minute mark in the first quarter. Here's Kirchi. Kirchi. Right the pass to Capella. Off to LeVert. With a step back. Blocked the shot. And rebounded by Jerome. Jerome's got his first rebound of the night, and he will have it again to DeAndre Hunter. Hunter finds a Kuro. They'll give it back again to Garland. Garland switching in. Here's Jerome for 3. He'll get it through. 3-point knocks in for Ty Jerome, assisted by Garland. You see what I'm talking about? That's what Jerome really made it off. A great start. Here's LeVert. Sets it over to Krejci. Garland on him. Right to the middle. The depth pass to LeVert. LeVert, cut and drive. Up it goes. Rebound by Capella. He'll get it through. That'll be another rebounding score for the Atlanta Hawks. Every game's that happen now, I mean, it just doesn't happen with the scoring rebounds up and right to the rim. And if it was the interference, however, the offensive rebounds will not count it. You know, you just have to wait for the ball to rest on the rim before you can tap it in. I mean, if it doesn't go in, I mean, that would be a problem. Jerome for another 3. That's good. 2 in a row for Jerome. He's got 6. Wasn't really seeing that? I sure would. Here's Krejci. Step back. Man on a Kuro. Passes to LeVert. LeVert with the spin move. In the middle. Pass up the shot. Rebound by LeVert. Allen with his first rebound of the night. He'll have it again. Over to Hunter. Hunter. Pass to Garland. Garland will switch it over to the Okoro. Okoro gives it off to Krejci, to Jerome. For the 2, off it goes, misses up, and now will end the first quarter. 21-11 is the score. They're up by 10. And we'll take a quick break for the second quarter when we come back after this. Big shot box might be determining. They'll be up here in no time. Welcome back, everybody, as you're back at Rocket Arena, ready to start the second quarter. Big blowout start for the Cavaliers as they're up by 10. Well, now your take here, guys, of how they've done this. What's your thoughts about it for the Cavs? Cavaliers has been really like showing off their spirit. You know, pride really makes sense, but it might be like hard one to like do it for all. First round was like big success. But in the second round, they definitely didn't get their flight far, and they have to end it up from here. This is a lot of great range that they've all been doing it for. And for most of the players, it's just how hard they do. Finish it off with a style and do it all. For the Stormont Hawks, we have is Trey Young. He also is across along with Hung Woo, then Guy, and then Larry Nance Jr., then Karis LeVert, right to the win. Here's the finish for Green. Oh, what a drive! Jeff Green has his first bucket of the game. Look, that's this how it happens with Green. He makes a great drive to start that off. What a great play. Here's LeVert, spin move, step back, block the shot by Mobley. And Mitchell takes it over. Now Green will have the ball as he gives it over to Mitchell. Mitchell, for the drive, foul, bucket one. Donovan Mitchell with another 2-point style up ahead for the Spider moment. The foul's on Trey Young. That'll be second, and their first team foul for Atlanta. This is what happens with Spider as he makes a finish. This drive was going to be things right out of the heart. And they didn't really think it was going to be making it in. So far now, Mitchell is getting it close enough to get this timing straight right. He's really into it. One free throw coming up for Donovan Mitchell with under 7 minutes remaining in the second as he at the line for one. And he makes the free throw in. Donovan Mitchell with 7 points. And now he's Trey Young. He's ice cold already. Didn't start out that good. Jerome's on him. Risacho with the fade. Step around the back. No good here. That's Mobley with the rebound. He has it over to Jerome. Jerome pass to Mobley. Mobley pass again to Jerome. Here's Green, going for three. Yes, he does! That'll be three-pointer for Green. He's got 5. Starting off that big. That's a bang, bang. Risacho pumps and fades. Green on him. It's Nance Jr. right toward wing. In the middle, Young with a drive. He'll get it in. He's out of the cold. And it's a great pass here by Larry Nance Jr. Nance Jr. didn't really care for now. I mean, when he first played it with the Cavaliers, he was really like all for the good targets to give it all. But that doesn't really mean that he would be starting to slow things down a bit if he would change it often to get the right timing ahead. Hunter, Green, step shot, good. That will be another 2-pointer for Green. He has 7. And it's DeAndre Hunter with the assist. Timeout by Atlanta with 5:39 remaining in the first half. Well, I think that might be only the question, and I think that the Hawks might be done and the Cavaliers might be moving on to the next round and face against the Indiana Pacers. I think this is my next prediction for the second round rematch, since 2017 was the last that done for its best. Well, you say so now. I mean, that's what they were currently doing. Holding a biggest record, not my lifestyle change. And with just a few minutes approaching down, 5:39 was the time to get over this. And then we have a later tonight going on, as we have it of our biggest plays of the game for the NHL. We'll have is the Capitals facing against the Devils. That first game will start at 6:30 p.m. And then the second game will be across the other way. This will be the next matchup to start things off. That means the Jets face against the Stars. Coverage starts at 9:30 p.m. on the other side of it. And then following with the next game for the next two groups, we have is the Panthers against the Ottawa Senators at 7 p.m. at Amaranth Bank Arena. And then following along with the later tonight, 9:30 at T-Mobile Arena, the Golden Knights play against the Edmonton Oilers. Don't miss your next games only on Son of Beast. Here are some new line group changes here as Risacho's checked out. And checking on, of course, Jalen Johnson. Here's Young trying to pull Shedin across. Scanning the floor to Johnson. Johnson fades for 2. Layup drive, no good. Mobley with his 5th rebound. He'll get another rebound in. Here's Hunter. Go for Spider 3. That's no good. Rebound by Johnson. Only 5:10 remaining in the first half. Daniels backs it up. Daniels looking over. Ball stolen by Mobley. Mitchell. Alley-oop to Hunter. Often too long in the range. This will rebound up by Daniels. Johnson. Swings it up. And the pass is off and missed the exception by Mobley. He's off to Mitchell. Mitchell gives to Jerome. And he's off to Hunter. Hunter. Gives the pass to Jerome. Green for 3. That's another miss for the 3-pointer, and it's rebounded by the Hawks. 31-13 to score. We need to get this one changed up. Solid D, and I will put a dunk by Larry Nance Jr. That's no exception. How did Larry Nance Jr. get that one with the dunk? This dunk is really like imposing the killers off the right moment. What a great replay for the dunk is presented by the AT&T, the 5G Slam Cam. Jerome passed again to Hunter. Hunter to Mitchell. And he has it over again to Green. Green pass again to Mobley. Mobley drives. That rolls off the rim and rebounded by Gayu. Juliet now has the Young. Jerome on it. Setting a screen for the Hawks. Go for 3. He misses again. Another 3-point missed opportunity for Trae Young, and it's rebounded by Mobley. His 7th rebound. Here's Jerome for the drive. Cutting it in, makes it perfect. Jerome's got 8 points. 28.1 average was in tonight. He has 13. Well, Jerome's really like great selling in. This is the key practice. Make it count. Guy takes a dunk after the alley-oop successful by Trae Young. And timeout given by the Cavaliers with 3:16 remaining. And as for now, we're waiting to see this one with our next performance effort to see with the Warriors and the other side, the Lakers, for the finishing of game number 5. And if they don't, they will be heading back to Golden State in San Francisco to play again against the Warriors for game number 6. It can be hard sometimes, but we'll see what happens if this gets a change off right around the time. There was no exception to that, as they really been knocking it out every game of this playoff year. This inbounding is really what I always like to see. This may be their favorites. And coming up later will be the halftime show, as we have Ernie Johnson along with Kenny the Jet Smith and the big fella of Shaq O'Neal to get things up in coverage and on the start. That'll be after the first half concludes the game. Substitutions coming on the court for the Cavaliers and the Hawks. Okoro's checked back on the court, along with Garland. 4 players checked out, 4 players checked in. Krejci, Ban, Dieng, and Kongu checked in. Jared Allen's back on court, subbing in for Mobley. And here's Garland. Passes to Strus. Report over David Eldridge talking about Darius Garland. It was not just a change, but he was really showing it off, and he gets. But most importantly, that Strus and Garland really showing off play by play. This really gives a great sense. I wasn't sure that really has given Max Strus with a great chain off. What sometimes though they talk about is what the pass perception does. I mean, Garland's really like pretty okay recently. I mean, but Donovan Mitchell, he's like a better star. Or like a Michael Jordan jersey. You really have to care for that. Hunter. Around the 8. Back to Strus. Going for another 3. That is off the rim and rebounded by Niang. Oh, would have another 3-pointer. I mean, that would be great. Fantastic on the start. But it seemed like he loses everything. Trying to get another 3 in. Krejci pass to Johnson. Just 2 minutes remaining in the first half. Man on Strus. Niang with the screen. With the spin. Drives up. Allen denies the shot. What a great defense. Now you see now? Jared Allen's making that block shot, just like Evan Mobley. Okoro for 3. That's missed again. Rebounded by Allen. And Garland for another 3. They won it again. That's a bang bang. 39-19 is a score. Krejci against Garland. Pass to Kungu. Kungu watching. Here's the drive. Cut in motion. Tipped off. Back to man. And Strus on it. Screen on Johnson. It'll be a block. Personal foul on Strus. His first personal and her first team foul for Cleveland. Now Karis LeVert will check in for Jalen Johnson. And man switches over to small forward. 1:14 remaining in the first half of the game. Here's Krejci. Give it a little strong start here as Garland's on him. Makes a switch. And for 3. No good. Your rebound by Allen. Allen will swing it over to Garland. Garland has it to Hunter. Takes another 3. That's no good again. And it'll be a loose ball foul on Jared Allen. That'll be his first and second team foul for the Cavs. And as for the Hawks, it will be Krejci taking 2 shots after the personal foul gives on. The bonus is on for Atlanta. Oh, right? That's bad news already. Sometimes the Atlanta Hawks really want some bonus free throws to end the first half. This is not turning out so good. This needs some time oftenly to get a rebounding payoff. Krejci hits the first free throw. New change-up coming in for Risacher as he's checking in for Terrence Mann. 49.8 seconds remaining in the first half. And he drops his second free throw. Darius Garland with the ball with only 45 seconds remaining in the first half. He'll give off to Hunter. Pass to Allen. Allen. Getting to Hunter. Pass to Okoro. For the 3. That rolls in and out. Rebound by LeVert. Again to Risacher. Risacher. For the drive. Step up, no good. Allen getting another rebound here. He'll have his 4th rebound. And he tips off to Garland. 15 seconds remaining. Gives to Strus. Strus back to Okoro. 10 seconds left. Okoro tops the free throw. No good. Rebound by Risacher. And that will end the first half. From half court will be out of range, and that will be 39-21. Cavaliers rocking the star in the first half of the game. We are on to the break. Let's head you over to David Eldridge.
Thanks, guys. With Quinn Snyder, coach. They came at you offensively. So what has to change for you defensively?
Well, a lot, obviously, with everybody on the floor. They're capable of doing this, and we're not. It's just too easy.
Got to tighten things up as we go along. Thanks for your time. Back to you guys.
Thanks, David. Stand by for the halftime show. We'll see you later for the third quarter.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, basketball fans. What a pleasure it is to bring you into the 2K studios again. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. It's Cleveland out on top at halftime. They are in control of this game, up by 18. Kenny, give us your take.
Well, they've been incredible from beyond the arc. They're scoring the 3 in bunches, sinking them at a high rate. If the defense continues to allow open looks in the second half, I keep saying, fire, fire.
And Shaq, how about what you saw from the Hawks?
Well, they're not finding good shots, and that starts with their ball movement. Too much hero passing. We need to sharpen up the attack. More motion, quick cuts, get the ball inside. There's no way they're coming back with that time.
And that does it for our halftime show. We now take you back to Kevin Harlan for the start of the third period.
You've been watching the 2K Sports Halftime Show. We are back at Cleveland, Ohio, getting ready for the third quarter here in Ohio to get started for the 5th game, where the Hawks and Cavs ready to rematch. Here are the starting groups here for the Cavaliers on defense. Garland is with Jared Allen. Across is Max Strus and Evan Mobley in power forward, and Donovan Mitchell in total shooting guard position. And these are the lineups here for the Cavaliers. As this one puts a slam down, as they already started it afterwards. This is not what they really wanted to do. They just got to make it harder of an expectation. Strus drives forward, makes a drive and bucket. Strus got 7 points, 3 out of 4. And it's Garland with the assists. There's Young for the finish. The drive, got it back. A Kongwu will slam it down in with the 41-25 game. That was just nothing I've seen a Kongwu. He's like knocking things out. That's unbelievable. Mitchell gives again to Strus. Mitchell, Garland for 3. That's good. Number 3 for the Cavaliers. He's reigning big tonight. 10 points in the game. I see you now. There he is, Garland. I know what you're looking at. You got the 3-pointer bucket range over Trae Young. And another slam down for a Kongwu. That one is right to 6:30 remaining in the 3rd quarter. Garland finds Allen. Allen losing his step, now finds Garland. Garland swings to Mitchell. Mitchell looking in. Jump stepper. That rolls in and out, and it's rebounded by Daniels. Looks to Young. Young with the ball. Trying to find a switch move. Alley-oop, blocked the pass by Strus. Deep pass to Mitchell. Here he comes to Mobley, and it goes! Wow, Mitchell! Right to Evan Mobley, made that great slam. There's the fan reaction to this. I think they're loving this one. An alley-oop successful pass. That's really like on a line. Dyson Daniels, jump stepper for the 2, rebound by Mobley, and that'll be his 8th rebound of the night. Now Mobley will give it over to Strus. He's off to Mitchell. Mitchell finds a pass to Darius Garland. Bounce pass to Mobley. Mobley over Daniels. Good. Mobley takes his 7 points in the game. 3 out of 5 in the field goal range of his game. This night's going to be definitely all over him. Honors better situation. Daniels for a 2 wing. In middle, slam down. That's another 2-pointer. Or the opportunity for the Hawks. They're trying to get back down by 18. Now Garland swings it over to Mitchell. He's over now to Strus. Strus to Mobley. Back step for 2. That's another bucket in for Evan Mobley. He has 9. 4:43 remaining in the 3rd. And Young will decide to take over the Kongwu. With Sacher in front, finding a Kongwu. That one stops it, and he knocked it almost when bounced out. Evan Mobley didn't want to get a foul with that. No, not at all. I mean, if he gets a foul, he would have to be like knocked down for some reasons. I wouldn't stand that chance. Mitchell. Watch a step, now finds to Garland. Garland swings to Mitchell. Mitchell for the finish, the drive, bucket 1! The Spider is back again for another crazy drive for the Cavs. Talk about that. The Cavaliers have been turning things up into a notch, and to finish this drive gets, he makes it a beauty look. One shot coming up for the Cavaliers as Donovan Mitchell's at the free throw line shooting 1. And now with some new changes, Jerome's checked in for Garland. And the 2 players are checked on in. Dyson Daniels moves over. Larry Nance Jr. is on the court, along with Clint Capella and Terrence Mann. Mitchell splashes through the free throw. He has 10 points in the game. Here's for Sacher. Off to Terrence Mann. The pass back to Resacher. The screen for Terrence Mann. Front and back. Up in the layup drive, no good. Donovan Mitchell bringing his third rebound of the night. He's off to Mobley. Mobley back to Donovan Mitchell. Mitchell shoots for three. Kaboom! Number 3 for the Cavs. Strus got 10, and he's tied up with Mitchell for 10. I wouldn't say so about it. Donovan Mitchell and Strus are back in together. Looks like that pass might be all theirs. Daniels will finish the drive. Right to it in the booth. Field goal range was 55% for the Hawks in the third quarter. Now Jerome will swing the pass to Strus. And back to Jerome. He will give it over to Mitchell. Back to Jerome. Gives to Strus. Another 3. Fade shot, no good for Max Strus, and a rebound by Terrence Mann. Dyson Daniels. Spin motion to Versace. And he grabs the rebound for Evan Mobley. Now Jerome will have his own chance. Waits his time. Jerome slides back. Strus outside for the 3. He missed again. Wide open look and he misses. Well, I don't think that Max Strus may not have the right foot set. I think his shotting is a little way off. Nance Jr. back to Daniels. Daniels bounce pass to Versace. Versace for the drop. Backstepper, no good. 2 minutes remain in the third quarter as Mobley will have it. He's off to Jerome. Jerome swings to Allen. Allen back to Jerome. Setting a screen for Allen. And gets to Allen. Reverses it right in the paint. Timeout given by Atlanta Hawks. 1:46 remaining in the third quarter. I bet that they won't stop us now. Let them know, because the Cavaliers are going to get to the next round and they'll play home again to face against the next team in the second round, the Pacers. I may believe that in there. I definitely did recall that one here since 2017. And with that, I would have not mentioned what they would have expected. By playing this was a little like I'm a moment to change that up. Sometimes it doesn't make anything that less hard if they do it the right way. Now I know what you're saying here, Son of Beast, because most likely if they just didn't really play it off at the right timing pace, it gets a little tricky. Most likely that when other players get it off on this and bounding for the Cavaliers, they might have some higher range to choose things optimally. The same time can be a lot of frustration. But you get it. It's more likely when they need to change it off immediately. I think that Donovan Mitchell and the team are going to try to work it off hard. And if they win, they probably will move on to the conference finals. I mean, I don't know if that will happen, but it's their chance. Well, I hope it is. I mean, really what they say now is, let's hope there is a great action afterward. It might be a great team, what they were a member of. 4 players checked out, 4 players checked in. It's Krejci, LeVert, and Niang are checked in. On the other side for the Cavaliers, we have it across this Jerome looking for Green, Okoro, Hunter, and Mobley in the center. Niang, Krejci for 3. He doesn't make that one in there. Jerome with another rebound. He's off again at Green. Hunter for the 3. Kaboom! Outside of the ring as he gets 5 points in the game. And Green with the assist. That's another bang 3. DeAndre Hunter might have that one down with a piece of notch. Krejci. Swing it over to Niang. Niang. Watch Niang on a shot. Takes this rebound for 2. Rebound by Mobley. Under 50 seconds remaining in the third. He has 11th rebound of the night. Back to Jerome. Here he goes to Mobley. Oh, what a slam. That's how you make that play in with another throw down for the Cavaliers. Man, Mobley is like really into it. I think he wants to stun the crowd afterwards. Craigie with a chance. Loses the ball. 3 for the game. That's missed again. Another miss by Atlanta. Okoro watching it. Pass off to Hunter. Hunter sliding it over, not finding Okoro. 10 seconds remaining in the third. Pass off to Jerome. Jerome bounce pass to Mobley. Back steps it. And that's off the shot. LeVert with the rebound. He'll send it half court, and that will end the third quarter. 63-33 is the score. The largest lead comes to the end with the fourth quarter, 1 more left. So we'll have to see about that. Cavaliers, 1 more quarter, and they're close to win. They'll move on to the second round. We'll be back shortly after this. Now let's have a moment now for the assist of the game presented by State Farm. Now I was really seeing things. That pass was really like aggressiveness, showing what Donovan Mitchell, and he really sets an alley-oop to Evan Mobley. That last quarter range was an astounding drive, and he really showed off that way. This is a big figure, and he really showed it off before. I do think so. I mean, for anybody that can be playing like that, it's just how it does. You know what they meant? Because Darius Garland has slid on for Donovan Mitchell. They were sure enough that they were able to try to play it that way. As we start the fourth quarter, here's Craigie. He's with Karis LeVert. Capella's in center. Terrence Mann is small forward, and Guy's in the center. And that will give the finished drive up with a look for Isaac Okoro. He's got his first bucket in. Didn't really think that was Isaac Okoro with the better idea. He really wanted to drive that impossibly. Now, it may not be just the right amount of time if there can definitely be only one, but will change everything. LeVert pass to Gayu. Craigie toward middle. The shot around Mobley. They'll get a rebound, and Clint Capella will drop it in. Mobley backs it over again to Jerome, and he'll have that chance with 8 points in the game. Jerome looks up to Mobley. Mobley off the back again to Jerome. Jerome finds the pass over to Okoro. Okoro gives to Green. Green pass to Mobley for the 2. That's good. Mobley with 13 points in the game. And it's now a 67-35 game. Karis LeVert, Craigie up. The drop won't flow it in. Cavaliers the other way. And it's over now to Desmond Wade. A give to Jerome. Gives to Wade. We'll pick a first attempt on a shot, and that one's missed off the right on the backboard. Craigie on his way down. Pass to Gayu for 3. That's missed. Rebound by Capella. Back steps it. No good. Mobley with the rebound with only 6 minutes to remain in the fourth. Mobley has it to Jerome. Jerome. Pass to Okoro. And he'll give another switch to Mobley. Okoro for 2. That's good. Number 2-pointer for the Cavs as Okoro gets 4. He's finishing up that quickly on the tightness range. I think the fourth quarter is going to bring him to a finish. If he scores probably 10 points, he's definitely going to tie it up. Craigie for 3. That will drop it in for another 3-pointer for the Hawks.
3 points.
5:26 remaining in the fourth quarter, and Jerome will have it. He's over now. Wade fakes his shot, goes back to Jerome. We'll try to reset the group. We'll now try to take some chances down to Mobley. Green, going for 3. Missed again. LeVert with the rebound with only 5 minutes remaining in the fourth quarter. There's LeVert on gun screen. Screen by Gayu. Takeoff play. Rebound by Green. Green getting his first rebound in. And Jared Allen and Donovan Mitchell are waiting for them once the next play stops. Okoro finds Green, and he's off to Mobley. Mobley fades it. Oh, could have had a little bump out afterward. And it's Green with a 3. He has 10 points in the game. Can you just believe that a lot of 3-pointers are putting in for the Cavs? There's just no way that they just go back and forth. Back and forth we go. It's just a three-pointer that they take on. Jerome moving it in. Off to Wade. He'll have it to Green this time. He wants to shoot it, but he will give it back to Wade. And Jerome will have the chance to make a new change. Here's Green. Another three. Back with the rebound again to the Hawks. Terrence Mann. Green watching on him. Terrence Mann finds Capella. And that will slam it in there for another two-pointer. 3:40 remaining in the fourth quarter. It's the biggest lead afterwards. 72-42. They're up by 30. They will be fighting it off afterwards. Now Jerome will slide over to Green again. Green going for a two. Yes, sir! Jerome's got 12 points. And he has 12 minutes on the court, 62% of the field goals. He was doing great. I mean, well, he'll just do again for a second round to get back into the action. The drive no good. Mobley with the rebound with final 3 minutes in the fourth quarter. Wade will finish it off from here, now finds Jerome. Jerome for the finish. Up it goes in. Rolls around the rim and it stays out. Karis LeVert with the rebounding. The pass to Guy. Guy's shot off the mark. Rebounded by Wade. He's over now to Green. Green pass to Mobley. Mobley. Green wide open look. Yes, sir. He does it again. That'll be Green with 15 points. Krejci with the ball. Back to LeVert. LeVert with the drive, it goes in, and another two-pointer for the Hawks. 2:20 remaining in the fourth quarter. And Jerome will be able to try to make the ball moving in. And he's off the pass again to Green. Green will decide to give it to Devin Wade. For the shot, he doesn't. Devin Wade gets his first bucket after Green with the assist. Ball's just better than Nick. I mean, Devin Wade is really just hasn't got a scoring chance here. Everybody gets a scoring drought. That's good. I mean, that's excellent idea to make the change off. You got you will slam it down in. At 79-46 game. As Jerome will have it the other way. Jerome settles it down. 1:43 remaining in the fourth. Again to Okoro. Okoro pass to Green. 6 to shoot. Jerome. And off to Mobley. Over Capella. Fadeaway shot no good. Rebounded by Krejci. This fadeaway is not really what I was always expected to, but that really will have to push things off at the right timing. Foul will be Evan Mobley. It'll be his first foul and their first team foul with 1:20 remaining.
At the line for the Hawks, Clint Capella taking 2 shots.
The first free throw is good for Clint Capella. Now as the Edge Jr. will check in for Dugayu. Cavaliers are making new changes here. Darius Garland, Jared Allen, and DeAndre Hunter. Donovan Mitchell, excuse me. Yeah, it's all good. I mean, not my words. I mean, I could say that this team has really been rocking and rolling afterward. Cavaliers have been finishing off their season, and their first seed teams moving on to the next round. I was pretty sure about they were definitely going to win that, but I'm hoping that this might be a better team to play for. Let's hope they can do it again. Green, back to Okoro. Green for Donovan Mitchell. Yes, sir. Mitchell with a spider 13 points game. He is off, and their team is moving on to the next. LeVert finding Krejci. Krejci, pass to Mann for 3. That's good. The other way for another three-pointer for the Hawks. Makes it in, and another three-pointer for Terrence Mann. Donovan Mitchell, last possession for the Cavs. 35 seconds left to remain as DeAndre Hunter will have the ball, waiting for the shot clock to go down to 5. One last chance for Mitchell. And Green, one last 3. That's it. Now Man will have the ball. Last possession for Atlanta Hawks. And they will able to clear it. The drive is no good. Cavaliers heading to the next round as they advances to the Eastern Conference semifinals. 82-50 is your final score. How about that? The Cavs beat down the Hawks. Well, they always never been to play either, Gio. And never at all. The Cavs, it's ruin the land, and for anybody that can play it like that. We always do. It's definitely the next land to take. Indiana and Cavaliers. Well, that's it, folks. Along with my broadcast partner, along with David Aldrich, and also, of course, with Paintbrush and Willie, I'm Son of Peace. Thank you for watching tonight's game of the NBA on 2K Sports of the playoffs. We'll see you next time. So long in Cleveland, Ohio. Alright, guys, and that should do. The Eastern Conference is finished on that side. The Cavaliers are playing against the Indiana Pacers in the second round, as we are about to see them do it again. And now, let's have a look at the total statistic games. 58 Cavaliers has made field goal percentage. 3-pointers was only 50. Then it was 80 free throws. And 4 fast break points for the Cleveland Cavaliers. 36 points in the paint and 12 second chance points for Atlanta Hawks. 34 and 32 was the bench points and the assists for Cleveland Cavaliers. 12 offensive rebounds. That's for Atlanta Hawks they've been doing for. 29 defensive rebounds for Cleveland Cavaliers with 4 steals, 4 blocks, 2 turnovers, and 6 points off, and 3 team fouls. Just 12 dunks for Atlanta Hawks, and they only had 35 for Cleveland with 17-11 time of possession. This was a big shutdown out there, and with the first game in shock, it now goes with the second game, third game, fourth game, and the fifth game win for the Cleveland Cavaliers. And now let's get this thing over. Terry, all you. Alright, thank you so much. Here are the 3-star players of the game. The 3rd star we start things off in is, everybody scores better, but unlikely like others, it was not the competition that they wanted to do. Here's how he did. Evan Mobley, with 13 points in the game, 13 rebounds, he made 8 assists, 1 steal, and 3 blocks in a game. He finishes with 6 out of 10 field goals, 25 minutes on the court, and just made 1 free throws. Free throws, just 1. Only 32 performance effort and 2 dunks was the finishing that he made. Now we move to the 2nd star player of the game, Donovan Mitchell. The Spider finishes off with 13 points, 3 rebounds, 4 assists, 1 steal, 18 minutes on the court, 5 out of 8 field goals, and 1 3-pointer to finish off the 4th, and he does everything that he did. 23 performance effort was the finish one to believe it. And your number 1 star goes to Javonte Green. 15 points, 1 rebound, 4 assists. He wants to shoot everything. 6 out of 10, and the crowds really want to see Javonte Green hitting a lot of 3-pointers. 3 out of 6, 24 performance, and 15 minutes on the court. Well, I guess that was the end of it, and I think we are going to wrap this game up. But there's only one more game left here. The Warriors and the Lakers. The Pacific Showdown is coming up next. When we take a break, we'll get back to you shortly. Now, let's see what happens with the last part of the game, and then the first look will be the Boston Celtics and the Knicks at TD Garden Arena. And then the other side, they'll wait its winning team to face against the OKC Thunders at Paycom Center. Sorry, I should say it's the Timberwolves, but that's the other side that we're looking for. And the winner on that team, Denver Nuggets and the Clippers, they will play against the OKC Thunders at Paycom Center. There you go. That was what I'm looking for. See? That's why you can't fix it anywhere. I know. Every time this happens, you don't get a command after it. Anyways, thank you all for watching, and see you folks next time for a while as the NBA playoffs on 2K Sports. This is Terry, and Me for 11, signing you out. Have a great night in Cleveland. Second game underway.
If you don't, somebody will.